Hi guys, what's up? This is Shubhadeep from eGadgets for you. Now in this video, I will show you a complete review of the new Samsung Galaxy J1s. It's a 4G variant model and is the latest entry from Samsung in the lower category divisions. This particular device is priced something around 6,200 INR, that is something around 100 USD. So as you can see, it's targeted for the lower range sections. It does have some interesting specifications along with it. Now the most important aspect of this particular handset is that it is made out of plastic, but it does give you a good feeling around the edges. It has some protruding effects, so it makes it as a slim and rounded handset. This is a duos variation handset that supports a micro SIM and it supports external SD card up to 128 gigs. If I very quickly go to settings and then navigate to about device, you will find that this particular device comes with Android version of 4.4.4, which is KitKat straight out of the box. There is no official confirmation whether it will get the Lollipop update or not, but I hope since it's the latest entry from Samsung, it will get in due course of time. Internal space memory is something that Samsung has skimped a lot. It gives you only 4 gigs and out of which only 2 gigs is available for the user, so that is very low end of the day. You cannot install the higher apps or the higher end games like Asphalt 8 and play like that. Although it gives you a provision to add the micro SD card that supports up to 128 gigs. So after that you can install the apps and migrate them or move them to the external SD card. So that way or the other you can use it. Apart from that, this particular device also has an ultra power saving mode. This device, being a lower range model, have some of the good features along with it. Under setting, there is no extra features. It's pretty much simple and standard things that comes along with any Samsung and handsets nowadays. The Samsung Galaxy J1s 4G variant has a 4.3 inch of display. It comes with 16 of color. It has a resolution support of 480 into 800 pixels, which is quite low keeping in mind the standards of phone and the display that we are used to see. But having said that, still with this particular range, it comes with a Super AMOLED screen. So that is the reason you get a brighter display. The contrast saturations are good and it will just amaze you with the fact that even with this price, you get a great display from Samsung. Although Samsung never compromises on a display, but the Super AMOLED just adds up to the factor that it gives you a decent combinations. This particular handset being a 4.3 inch model only, it's very lightweight, it weighs around 131 grams and hence easy to hold and use in one hand also. Let's check the power of the handset by hitting the AnTuTu benchmark test. As you can see, its scores are 13,830. Quite understandable, it's not the highest end of the day, but as it says, it's not too bad. If I dig deep into the device info, you will see that this particular handset comes with a 1.3 gigahertz of processor speed and has a 768 MB of RAM. It runs on a dual core processor, so nothing fancy, just the basic stuff that are loaded with this particular handset. The power of this particular handset is quite easily depicted when you browse through the internet. Even with this medium specifications, you will see that the website does load fast enough and it will give you a feeling that yeah, of course you can use it for browsing the net and also reading stuffs. If I go to any particular news in this particular website, you will see again the loading speed is decent, is good enough. The pinch to zoom works good, although there is a bit of lag sometimes, but not always is the case. Mostly it runs good and it feels good to the hand also. The touch is not that bad either. You can easily read through the devices. The brightness and saturations are very good in this particular device. Viewing angles, as you can see, is great. So the Super AMOLED screen does adds up to the fact that with a greater display and a lower range phone, you will get an excellent handset in your hands. Making calls is also a good experience in this handset. It's typical Samsung keyboard that you find in any budget oriented handset from Samsung. Even making an SMS through the keyboard that we do get, that the default keyboard that we get is also a delight, although it does not have a higher display. So that is the reason the numpad does not comes along with the alphabetical pad and you just need to go in separately to get the numpads working over here also. But that is not a deal breaker at the end of the day. When I switch on a video on YouTube, you will find that it supports 360p of resolution, and if I select that particular resolution and just hit play in the video, let me see with full volume how it comes.
With paper eggs, it is delicious healthy bread. So let's have a look at the ingredients. 2 eggs, 1 capsule.
You will see that the sound output is a decent one. It's sweet. It's not the highest at the end of the day, but it's great to the ears, feels good and sweet. And of course you do have some budget headphones that comes along with it, so watching movies, although it won't be a great experience due to the low screen resolutions, but still it's not that bad because of the display of the brightness and the saturations are great in this particular handset. And obviously even with the lower specs, you can see that it loads the video very fast. It plays also, there is no lag in playing the video from YouTube as well. So more or less you get a good deal the price. As is evident with the new TouchWiz UI from Samsung, they refrain from giving you a cluster of apps. Although the very basic apps are loaded over here, you can install apps that you will. But then again, as you know that only 2 gigs of internal memory is allotted for users use. So that way you have to skim down a lot in the app. So that way the multifunctional use of this particular handset is also limited due to the lower space availability. But with an external SD card, you can install apps and move to SD card, and maybe with that your life may become easier. But the RAM is also not on the higher end, so much of multitasking is a deal breaker for this particular phone. The Samsung Galaxy J1s 4G variant has a 5 megapixel shooter at the back with LED flash, and of course at the front it have a 2 megapixel shooter without a flash, of course. For the back camera, if I hover around with the modes, you will see that there is auto, the beauty face mode, the panorama, the best photo, the continuous shot, the night and the sports. So decent modes are available to shoot photos at your will, although there is no ability to download any other extra modes. Even in the settings you will get the normal standard features that comes along with any budget handsets from Samsung, so you can play along, but these are more than enough to play along and take a great picture. Picture is something that I want to guide you actually through the pictures that I've taken using the camera of this particular phone. And before anything, I am saying that I am amazed with the quality of the picture that it comes along with. Maybe I have shot it in a good light conditions, and also the LED flash is a brighter one in this particular handset. You can see each and every definitions, the lines, each and everything are depicted very clearly. Even the water droplets on the bottle appear so smoothly in the picture. Again, shooting static objects in good light conditions works great for this camera. I do have the feeling that with a budget handset and with a good camera, you will get a great feeling to use it, even for the users who own a smartphone but do not want to spend the extra bucks. Obviously you can see that the definitions are depicted not that best, but it's good, I should say, considering the capability of the camera and the budget of this particular phone. See, each and every definitions are well depicted in the picture also. I love the camera, had a great experience shooting it. Even for the front camera, you do not get any external modes as or whatsoever, but you get the palm selfie mode and also the beauty selfie mode over here. If I show you a selfie that I have shot with this particular camera, you will be amazed that the 2 megapixel shooter had such capabilities and took a great selfie. I'm just amazed having the quality of a front camera picture so clear in this particular handset. I love the camera a great deal. The Samsung Galaxy J1s has a 1800 milliampere of battery. It does not last a full day with heavy usage, but with normal usage, as a phone is supposed to be done, because there are some skims and shortage of space and all in this particular phone, so that way or the other it will last a full working day. Making phone calls will be a delight with this phone also, so the battery will be good for a one-day usage. As far as my verdict goes for the Samsung Galaxy J1s, the 4G variant, obviously it's priced a lot low. It's 6,200 rupees INR, but still I feel maybe in a way it could have been 1,000 rupees less. But keeping apart from that side, I will say that the potential buyers who wants to buy this particular phone is targeted for those persons who wants to own a brand value of Samsung and could not afford the higher range devices. So with this particular device, they will get the 4G variant, use the latest technologies over there. The camera is outstanding. The screen has a Super AMOLED display, so the colors, the brightness, the display saturations are perfect, are great, are superb. That way or the other, I feel that keeping in mind that it's a low range handset and mostly the use of an Android handset along with that of making calls and making SMS and other daily usages of phone, this is definitely going to hit the markets with a lot of potential buyers. Still, end of the day, it's me. Let me know your views in the comment section below. If you want to know anything about this particular handset, ask me there. Please do like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll catch you guys in my next video very soon. That's it guys. Bye for now.